This is Chef Fred Teese, Johnson Wales University in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm going to show you now how to break down this chicken for our practical exam. So the first thing we want to do is go ahead and to lift up the wing over here and go ahead and disjoint this wing. Pull it out. Try to separate it best you can. And then simply go ahead and make your first cut over here. Go all around. Finish disjointing it so you can see it pop out. Same thing on the other side. Disjoint it. Make your cut around. And fully disjoint it now. And then remove. Okay. Next thing is to go, the way I do it is to go ahead and pull the skin over the top of the breast like this. Again, go ahead and disjoint the bird. You can see the thigh bone coming over here and the thigh bone coming over here. Okay. And then pull that skin over the top of the breast so we can make sure that we cover the breast with the skin. And we're going to make our first cut over here along the fat line here and over here. I'm going to follow this all the way through here and here. Okay, you turn this around now, facing the other way towards you again. And now we're going to take off the breasts. So now we have a good stable position over here to take off the breast. The heel bone is right over here, so right along this line here. You're going to hold onto the skin, make a simple cut along the skin, all the way down. Okay, now you can see the keel bone in the center over here. Go ahead and make your cut into the keel bone. Way down. We've removed the wishbone already. We did that. We used the same chicken here for our demonstration for the trussing of the chicken. I'm going to turn this towards you now. And we're simply going to carefully remove all the breast off of the chicken. All the way down. Going around where that wing was. Removing this. We can then go ahead and remove the tender over here, and we'll come back to this in a little bit. The tender and the breast. We'll do the same thing over here on this side. Cutting along the keel, carefully cutting into it. Going over here, trying to get all this meat out as best we can. So again, we'll cut over here, all the way down, going to the bottom over here. Okay, I'll inspect this in a few minutes now. As we look through it. Okay, next thing, we're going to go ahead. We have already disjointed the thigh over here. So we're going to follow this line of skin over here now and go down, pop this fully out. And then the oyster is located right over here. So we're going to go right behind this over here, get our finger in here for the oyster. Then follow this straight on down. Okay, and get this off the carcass here. I'll put this aside for now. Same thing over here again. Popping this out. Going behind. spinning out the oyster. Pop it out. Go down over here behind the femur. Separate it from the backbone. Put it to the side for now. And now preparing this for other uses. So we can go ahead and remove all the scrap meat over here. This can be used for force meat. So if you want to use this for a dumpling for your appetizers, you are welcome to. If you use it for other items, as far as even for a consomme raft, if you want to use some of the chicken meat that's left over here for that, then cut this in half and break it in half too. Okay. You can scrape all the meat off the carcass over here and over here. Okay. Meat off to the side. I've now wiped off my cutting board and wiped off the breast again. To remove the tenderloin over here, to simply pull it off. Okay. If you get any little blood spots that come up as far as the chicken as it's sitting here, go ahead and remove those and then reshape the breast. Like so. Lay it back on your tray. And remove the tenderloin from this one already. Put it back on the tray. Now to go ahead and get the tender out of here, the tendon that's on the inside. So we take your boning knife and go in, hold on to it. There. And you can simply just pull it out. Okay. And if you want to, you can flip it over like this and use it and fillet it out like you're pulling the skin off of a piece of salmon. So you have the tendon over there. Next thing for the legs and the thighs, we're going to remove all this extra fat over here. We're going to pull the skin over the top. We've got some extra fat over here to remove here. Put this off to the side for some scrap. We can dab it down with our paper towel, get the extra moisture out. And now over here, what we can do is we can go ahead and make our cut straight across over here as far as this line. So you see this line right here? We don't have to disjoint it. We can simply go straight down and cut. Okay. And here's our thigh. Into our tray. And here's our leg. Nicely cleaned up. And our leg as well. For the wing, for the practical, you can go ahead and just go ahead and show it like this over here, tucking it behind for the whole wing. If you're going to use it for your appetizer, go ahead and hold it like this. Cut straight down. Remove the tip. That can be used for stock. Find the segment over here where the bone is. Cut down straight. Disjoint. Cut right through. And then you have your flats. And you have your drums that you can use for an appetizer. An advanced way to do the separation of the leg and thigh over here and to utilize the drumstick for something else is, again, to go ahead and follow that same line over here. If you wanted to use the thigh and then go ahead and debone it, you could if you needed this for a force meat, for a dumpling. You can certainly do that. Take this off. Take off all the meat. That could be used for a force meat as well. Best for stock. You can reshape this. You could fill it with a little bit of a sausage mixture and use it for a braise or for a stew. Now for the leg, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and find the top part over here. Okay, it's a little bit of a bony kind of tendons are right here. Okay, and with your knife, go ahead and make an incision right here. Cut straight through this way. Okay, pull this back. Now using the knife, where this starts to curve back right over here, we're going to cut straight down. Okay, kind of through that cartilage. Now over here, you can use a paper towel if you want to push down on this. And now what we can do is go ahead and separate all these tendons away over here and over here, so you have more of an elegant presentation for your leg. To shape it up, again, it could be shaped like this, and then put it onto the display tray. Now for the display, I'm going to showcase the two breasts. Make sure they're nice and even. You can just simply show me both of the legs like this, and both of the thighs that are not deboned. And then your wing, you can show me the entire wing as far as the whole piece if you want to, and you can use it for your appetizer. Then go ahead and break it into the flats, into the drums, your two tenders, and then of course you've got more of the elegant presentation here for the leg, should you want to use that. And then of course any scrap meat over here.